His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to the newly appointed Crown Prince of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah. His Majesty congratulated him on the royal trust of the Emir of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Mishal Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah. His Majesty wished him continued success in serving his country and achieving the aspirations of the Kuwaiti people in terms of progress, development and prosperity under the leadership of the Emir of Kuwait. His Majesty praised the solid, deep-rooted Bahraini-Kuwaiti brotherly relations and the mutual keenness to strengthen them for the benefit of the two countries and their peoples. The visit of His Majesty the King to China constituted a new stage in the process of close relations and the consolidation of cooperation between the two friendly countries in various fields. More in this report. To discuss historical relations, develop cooperation, and highlight the developments in the region, His Majesty the King visited China following an invitation from the President of China. At the beginning of the visit, His Majesty participated in the opening session of the 10th session of the ministerial meeting of the China-Arab Cooperation Forum. In his speech, His Majesty the King emphasized the unified vision of the leaders of the brotherly Arab countries to support and develop regional and international cooperation. On the sidelines of the state visit, His Majesty met with the chairman of the State Council of China, during which various aspects of the close friendly relations and ways to enhance aspects of bilateral cooperation in various sectors were reviewed. His Majesty also visited the headquarters of the Chinese Assembly, where he praised the successful Bahraini parliamentary process and the role of the legislative authority in serving the comprehensive growth and development in the country. In the Chinese capital, His Majesty the King and the President of China held an official discussion session which dealt with regional and international developments and the situation in the Middle East, especially the efforts aimed at a ceasefire in Gaza.
وتأتي زيارتنا هذه في سياق حرصنا على إحاطتكم بأبرز ما نتج عن أعمال الأمة العربية التي تتولى مملكة البحرين رئاسة دورتها 33 وثقتنا كبيرة بدعم الصين الصديقة لقراراتها التي تصب في مصلحة المنطقة وأمنها واستقرارها. وننتهز هذه الفرصة الطيبة لإبداء امتناننا لدور الصين واهتمامها المشكور بتنفيذ عدد من المشاريع التنموية في مملكة البحرين.
His Majesty and the Chinese President also witnessed the signing ceremony of a number of agreements and MOUs between the two sides, covering various areas of cooperation between the two friendly countries. A telephone call was held between His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa and the newly appointed Crown Prince of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah. His Royal Highness highlighted the depth of ties between Bahrain and Kuwait, which are based on joint cooperation and coordination across all levels, in line with the support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the Emir of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Mash'al Ahmed Al Jaber Al Sabah. His Royal Highness extended his congratulations to His Highness on his appointment, wishing him success in his duties to serve Kuwait and its people. During the call, topics on further enhancing bilateral efforts across various fields to achieve progress and development for the two countries were discussed. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to the newly appointed Crown Prince of Kuwait, Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Mubarak Al Sabah. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met with the Minister of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture, Engineer Wael Mubarak, at Skir Palace. His Royal Highness emphasized the prominent role of Bahraini professionals in implementing the various development plans, programs and initiatives to achieve the visions and aspirations of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. He underscored that the kingdom has abundant national competencies within Team Bahrain, which contributes effectively to supporting global development efforts that furthers the kingdom's international standing across all fields. His Royal Highness congratulated the Director of the Animal Health Directorate, Dr. Fajr Al-Salloum, on her election as Vice President of the World Organization for Animal Health Council, wishing her continued success in her endeavors. He highlighted the significance of the livestock, agricultural and marine wealth sectors and his commitment to support this sector by implementing plans and initiatives that contribute to enhancing food security and achieving the kingdom's goals. For his part, Al Mubarak expressed his gratitude to His Royal Highness for his support of Bahraini professionals working in the livestock and agricultural sectors and for the projects and plans implemented by the ministry. He stressed that the ministry would continue its efforts to achieve the advancement and development of the kingdom. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa and the Minister of Cabinet Affairs, Hamad bin Faisal Al Malki, also attended the meeting. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received a cable of congratulations from the Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Naimi, on the success of the 54th session of the Arab Information Ministers Council meeting, held under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the President of the Arab Summit in Bahrain. Dr. Naimi emphasized that the patronage of His Majesty the King and the unwavering support of His Royal Highness has guided the efforts of Team Bahrain, ensuring the success of the 54th session of the Arab Information Ministers Council meeting in issuing resolutions that aim to bolster joint Arab initiatives and Arab solidarity in the face of regional challenges. The Minister of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Waqf and Chairman of the Supreme Committee for Hajj and Umrah Affairs, Minister Nawaf Mohammed Al Mauda, participated in bidding farewell to the first group of pilgrims departed for the Holy Lands in Saudi Arabia to perform Hajj at Bahrain International Airport in the presence of the head of the Hajj delegation, Sheikh Adnan Al Gattan. The Justice Minister hailed the royal directives of His Majesty the King and the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister to provide all facilities and capabilities and provide means of comfort and safety for pilgrims to enable them to perform their rituals. The Justice Minister praised the efforts made by the custodian of the two holy mosques and the support and follow-up of His Royal Highness the Saudi Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The Justice Minister also extended his sincere thanks and appreciation to the Bahrain Airport Company and the King Fahd Causeway Authority for the facilitations they provided to the pilgrims of the kingdom. The minister said that Bahrain's Hajj mission is open to all Bahraini campaigns around the clock, pointing out that the mission includes in its committees an elite group of qualified national cadres from various ministries. The chairman of the Sunni Waqf Sheikh Dr. Rashid Al-Hajri inaugurated the CRD Mosque in Mharrag in the presence of the chairman of the Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities, the BACA, Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed bin Abdullah Al Khalifa. Dr. Al-Hajri noted the achievements made during the era of His Majesty the King to maintain the historical and cultural identity of Bahrain's buildings and cities, particularly the CRD Mosque. He hailed the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister to ensure the development of places of worship and their preparation for worshippers in line with religious values and their noble message to society. The chairman of BACA affirmed that the restoration of the CRE Mosque is a model for success that joint efforts can achieve, noting that BACA received cooperation and support from its partners and relevant institutions. He expressed thanks to the Islamic Development Bank for its support to the project and to the Sunni Waqf Council for its follow-up and for providing facilitations to the BACA team.